Discretion is advised.
Closely at the right of your screen as a second jetliner heads for what even to the untrained eye looks like a surgical strike into the South Tower. Against a backdrop of gentle blue skies, a terrorist arrow pierces the heart of a city and a nation.
It's an international tourist place, lots of people. There's not a plane coming down.
Holy
See?
shit!
Boom!
Oh man, what the fuck's going on?
Wow!
Oh shit!
Wow! Do you see this aircraft? I've got it all.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, that's terrorist shit, bro.
That is it. This is terrorist.
Order out of chaos has also been referred to a mass mind control technique known as problem, reaction, solution. So let's take a look at our government for an example so I can explain how this works. First, the government has to create a problem, which is some type of chaos that disrupts the normalcy of everyday life. The government then gets the population to react to that problem or chaos by instilling fear into them and playing off their emotions, so that they in turn demand the very solution or the outcome the government wanted to achieve in the first place by creating the problem. The government then steps in and offers the solution to the problem, easing all the fears and the concerns of society and seemingly restoring order from chaos that has ensued and returns society to some type of normalcy. But in the end, the society ends up giving up constitutional privileges and relinquishes more power to the government. You get it? Okay, now that we understand it, let's look at how this actually works in a real-life example that I'm sure that everybody in this country can relate to. First, you have to create a problem, in this case, terrorism. Then the reaction and playing off the emotions of people.
Today, we've had a national tragedy. 2 airplanes have crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack on our country. I have spoken to the Vice President, to the Governor of New York, to the Director of the FBI, and have ordered that the full resources of the federal government go to help the victims and their families, and to conduct a full-scale investigation to hunt down and to find those folks who committed this act.
Get ready to read all these words on this page without making a mistake. Look at the letter at the end and remember the sound it makes. Get ready. Kite. Yes, kite. Get ready to read this word the fast way. Get ready. Kid. Yes, kid. Sound it out. Get ready. Kid. Sound it out. Get ready. Kid. What word? Kid. Yes, kid. Boys and girls, sound this word out. Get ready. Seal. What word? Seal. Yes, steal. Read these words the fast way. Get ready. Play. Yes, play. Get ready. Must. Yes, must. Let's read these words the fast way without making a mistake. Get ready. Kite. Yes, kite. Get ready. Kid. Yes, kit. Get Get ready.
Seal.
Yes, steal. Get ready.
Blame.
Yes, blame. Get ready.
Must.
Yes, must. Go ahead and speak your reader up from under your seat. Open your book up to lesson 60 on page 1.
Looks like it went in the Pentagon.
We're looking at confirmation on the location. 14th Street Bridge area. I have a plan.
So let's pause for a moment and recap what we just watched. It was just revealed to us that the attacks on the Twin Towers and the Pentagon was printed on the US currency years before the attacks, which proves that that day was a manufactured event. We just witnessed the children of the Booker T Elementary School where George Bush was minutes before the attacks reciting the words, "Plane must hit steel," just before the attacks occurred. So if you're someone who thinks that this is all just a coincidence, then you might as well just turn off the video right now because you're spiritually blind and you're not going to be able to see the rest of what I'm going to show you in the rest of the video. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth.
You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it.
I can hear you! I can hear you, the rest of the world hears you, and the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon.
It was an attack the world was anticipating. The United States had always warned the events of September 11 would not go unanswered. Unleashing its wrath, America, with the help from Britain, has struck at Taliban targets and terrorist training camps across Afghanistan.
Explosions over Kabul, over Kandahar, over Jalalabad. The call to arms.
It was just over 90 minutes beyond President Bush's deadline for Saddam Hussein to leave Iraq that U.S. warships and planes, there were F-117 stealth bombers involved, launched the opening salvo of Operation Iraqi Freedom.
United States military forces captured Saddam Hussein alive. And now the former dictator of Iraq will face the justice he denied to millions. The capture of this man was crucial to the rise of a free Iraq. It marks the end of the road for him, for all who bullied and killed in his name. Terror is evil, and wherever evil exists, the free nations of the world must come together in a massive coalition that says terror will not stand, and the United States is ready to lead that coalition, not only in Afghanistan, but wherever we find terror. You're free, and freedom is beautiful. And, it'll take time to restore chaos and order, order out of chaos, but we will.
George Bush might not be the most eloquent speaker, and it took a couple times for him to get it right, but there he is with his own words telling you that he's going to restore order out of chaos.
Because of these bombings, new legislation was enacted. The Patriot Act, the Enabling Act, is the same legislation that Hitler passed during the rise of Nazi Germany. The United States government would follow accordingly, enacting the same legislation that Hitler had enacted. The Patriot Act would also serve to control the masses by giving the government more power than the government actually needed. Further bombings would also increase the government's ability to further enslave the masses through the signing of more legislation, the National Defense Authorization Act, along with the National Defense Resources Preparedness Act. All these new legislations were designed specifically to enslave the public and giving the government far-reaching powers to where the United States citizens would not be able to rise up and argue with the newly established laws of the land, therefore enslaving the masses. Behind the curtain was a haunting reality that the images of the bombings of every building in the United States were printed on U.S. currency notes. This was almost unbelievable, unexplainable, but the reality of the images being there were also unarguable. When one takes the image that's on the U.S. currency and matches it with the actual bombing of the building itself and lays it on top of that image, you have a complete and perfect match. This would set the stage for future bombings that were also printed on U.S. currency notes, the Hoover Dam, as well as an offshore nuclear attack